Hey, morning Spurs fans. Paul the Hotspur hippie here. The only psychedelic whatever thing on the internet. I'm a bit tired this morning. I watched a bit of cricket last night. That's not the reason I'm tired, because I fell asleep after about 20 bloody minutes. So I fell asleep at 8:20, and then I woke up again at 1 o'clock, and I couldn't get to sleep again. So I was going to do another stream, and I thought, no, I'll try and get some sleep. And then I slept for a couple of hours. But anyway, I wanted to be on here now because even though it is now the 1st of July in sunny old Australia, in half an hour, it's official. We've got a bloody manager. We've got Ange. Ange is the king of White Hart Lane. And what was he up to yesterday? There he is. He was having a look at the cricket. Oh, he was happy, wasn't he? You know what? I'm not, though. Got my tea, though. Hang on. The English bloody cricket team are making me want to support Australia. That's how bad they're going. First test, declaring on the first day with a total of less than 300. What's all that about? What's all that about? That's arrogance. Arrogance. I mean, football you've got to be humble in. I don't know if you've got to be as humble as cricket, because it's got a bit of a toffee-nosed past in England. It does anyway. And then in this test match, every bloody ball they're trying to take the bowlers' heads off. It's like, give it a rest, lads. It's called Test cricket. It's not 2020 or 10-10. They're playing like it's 2-2. Just calm down. Poor old bowlers like Broad must be getting the right shit. Broad must be feeling like Harry Kane with Eric Dyer batting. It's like, fuck's sake, I've got to score more now because of you clowns. So the bowlers are doing their best, but the batters are just chucking their bats away. It's outrageous. Outrageous. I'll tell you, if it wasn't for if David Warner and who's the other sandpaper guy, Steve Smith, if they weren't in the Australian side, I could feel my loyalties teetering over a little bit. They're keeping me out at the moment. But yes, Ange was at the cricket. Hey, Test match special tweets says Ange ball meets Baz ball. Baz ball, bollocks ball, shit ball. That's what it is. Dear oh dear. So a quick hello to the people in the chat here. Ben, yes, I know, 30 minutes. I've got nothing to talk about here. There's nothing happening in Twitter. I'm thinking, God, at least give me something to go on that I can sort of waffle on for half an hour about. But there's nothing. So I'm hoping you lot can keep me hanging around until we can officially celebrate Ange Day in England, in the UK, in North London, in N17. That's what we want. Ange was at the cricket, yeah. Happy as ever. Look at him. He's thinking, yeah, got to go to work tomorrow. That's what he's thinking. Let me have a look. There was a couple of things in Twitter. There's this from the Brazil Spurs official supporters team. And it says, Regulon posto Instagram que está chegando em Londres. Você acha que ela merece mais uma opportunidade? I'm not sure what that means, but it's a picture of Serge Regulon with his feet up. And I did like Richard Cracknell's response, which was, here's Richard Cracknell, there's this thing there. And there you have it, puts a picture up of coming back to London with his feet up. Maybe I'm reading too much into this. If I was his agent, I'd be telling him to put a picture of him out on a treadmill and look like I'm getting down to some fucking business. I think he's right. There you go, Serge Regulon, hard at it. Yay, he's one of our own. He's one of our own, putting his feet up. He's one of our own. Arsehole. I did it. What else did I have? Did I have anything else bookmarked, or was that it? Is that as dry as my world gets? That's bloody it. Bloody it. I did, something I was listening to last night while I was trying to get to sleep. was I was listening to the Spurs show podcast, the one that Theo Delaney does, and there's an episode with Dan Lowe, season 3, episode 6. At the moment in the off season, the Spurs show is doing like their top 10 Tottenham moments. They get a guest in, and there's this guy called Dan Lowe, and it was done a couple of weeks ago. No, it's only done 4 days ago. But Dan Lowe, I highly recommend to listen to. It's the best one I've heard. I like all of them when they do this, but there was something, I don't know, extra special about that Dan Lowe one. It was very Tottenham-y. That's the way I describe it. Tottenham-y. Did enjoy it. And they did one last night with what's his name? Martin Murphy. Martin Murphy, another good one. Quite funny. Martin Murphy lives in Park Lane, and he was saying he lives in Park Lane, and then knowing he's like bloody Tottenham played in Wembley for a couple of years. So you know. But I'm enjoying these top 10s. Not always the top 10 you think of. It's more top 10 memories. I would definitely have at number 10 as my worst memory, away at Port Vale in the FA Cup 1988. Because in 1987, we were brilliant. We just fell short of winning something, but it didn't matter because every time I went there, I came out feeling like a king. It was so much fun. And in 87, 88, the wheels started falling off a little bit. Glenn Hoddle had gone. We didn't really, because we'd already sold Mickey Hazard. We had no one to replace him. And we started playing like really sort of not very good, not doing very well in the league. But me and my mates, we were convinced to the bottom of our hearts that we came so close to winning the FA Cup in 1987. This was our year, 1988. This is the year we're going to win the FA Cup. We were like, sure, it's definitely going to happen. I'll tell you what, I'll put my serial killer interview light on there. Oh, where were you on the night of the 15th? I don't fucking know. Don't know where I was 5 minutes ago. So 1988, I think in the third round we beat Oldham away. I'm pretty sure on that. And then we faced lowly Port Vale. So we thought, oh, this would be a nice fun away day. So we got tickets, got on the supporters train. And it was terrible. We lost 2-1 to Port Vale. And I'm standing there. It was more on the train on the way home. I was just sitting on the train thinking, it was like the first time, because bearing in mind, I started supporting Spurs in the, late 70s and started going to games in the, early to mid 80s. Like we were always really kind of good. And I sat on the train there, and it was the first time I thought this. And the whole train was quiet. So I'm sure people were having similar thoughts. I was just thinking, we're shit. That's it. We're shit. And I had a lot of that feeling last year. But it was appalling. So that would be my worst memory of. I think that'd be my worst memory of a Tottenham game going, was that lonely train ride home, Port Vale. Oh, terrible. Do I have anything else? I couldn't see any more rumours or shit. I tell you what, I'm gonna cheat. Because I know the last word on Spurs always tweets a load of shit. So let's see if they've got anything to say. No. No. Nothing. Well, they got the same old stuff. So the same old rumours are flying around. Tapsover or Mickey van der Ven. Bit of madness now, and there's apparently I've seen interest. Last word on Spurs here is saying interest from Atletico Madrid about Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. I've also seen Bayern Munich, and I did a video yesterday, and I had a little chat online when I did a stream. I'm just thinking, like, could Skip? I'll ask the question again. Hopefully, it's different viewers, different times. You know, could Skip or Højbjerg drop into centre half? You know, I think they might be able to do that because they're not very good at midfielding. But to be fair to them, there's only two of the buggers in midfield last year. I don't know why people were calling it a 3-5-3, 3-5-2, 3-4, 3-4-2. I've got to make sure the numbers add up to 10. Hang on. 3-4-2. Oh, that's 9, isn't it? 3-4-3. Yeah, 3-4-3. Yeah, that's it. I don't know. I don't know why we were described last year as being a 3-4-3 team when we were a 5-2-3 team. It was bloody awful. Oh, okay. Here's a rumor. Japhet Tanganga is an option for Atlanta. How about that? That'd be all right. Wouldn't mind that. The other thing I was chatting to a mate of mine last night about just the little things that Ange, and we're 19 minutes away from Ange Day, everyone. Get those fireworks ready. Unfortunately, fireworks, you can't just buy them in a shop in Australia. I hope you still can in England because they were fun, especially when you're a kid. You probably can't buy them when you're a kid anymore, what we used to. And I don't care what the PIF, those dark and dreary public information films, where it's like, oh, don't fuck about with fireworks, it'll take your eye out. And there's this one with, Lisa, she's walking down the street and some ne'er-do-wells are just fighting around with fireworks, and one of them goes astray. She goes, oh, Lisa! And she's like horribly maimed. Those public information films, do they still have those? Because they used to be bloody scary, they did. Having things like, throwing frisbees up into electricity pylons. Oh, yeah, I'll just climb up and get that. I mean, who in their right mind would ever think of doing that? What was I on about? I don't know what I was on about. Just little things that Ange says to players to get them to join or stick in their heads. So we've had James Maddison saying Ange has said to him, well, look, whether you come here or not, Tottenham are going to be a very different team under me. And that's what made Maddison's little football eyes glow. Where I heard of Joe Hart saying, Ange said to him, you need to hear this, Joe. I believe in you. And that was it. He was in. There was another one. Vicario said, now I get this, I'm paraphrasing here. So, I'm apologising for diluting some of the magic of Ange here. But he said something like, you're an important part of the attack, and there's pressure on you because 99% of the time, if you make a mistake, it costs us a goal. Now, you think to a lot of people, including myself, that's a very scary sort of, oh shit, right, there's a lot of pressure. But Venom Vicario, that got him fired up. He's up for that. He says, yeah, I know. It's Ange. He knows exactly what to say to players to, get them fired up, get them playing. And we're 16 minutes away from having a manager, man. 16 minutes. No more Ryan Mason. It's going to be Ange Postecoglou, Mile Jedinak. Brilliant. I'm only hoping there's a midnight press conference, but I know there won't be, unfortunately. What time will what time? I mean, Spurs usually sort of do these things, 9 or 10 o'clock. So what's that here? I don't know, 6 or 7 p.m. I'm hoping that I'm going to get some razzle-dazzle light display. And I want more than just Ange sitting in a chair and saying stuff. I want it to be in a press conference because, I don't trust those sitting in the white room that Spurs seem to do these days. It's like It's like every interview they do, it's like they've gone into an Elvis Costello video from 1982. And, you know, I don't really get much out of those. You know, it's all right, but, you know, I just don't trust the editing, basically. I'm an old cynical bugger, you know. But I suppose they paid a fortune for a couple of tins of Dulux to paint everything white for the for that perfume. Sorry, the Spurs kit advert we did. It wasn't perfume, it was a Spurs kit advert. Where apparently we're wearing all white next year, which a load of us ain't happy about. I'll tell you that. Someone at Nike wants their head kicked in. I mean, head red. No violence. I'm a hippie, man. Peace and love to everyone on earth except on the football pitch, you know. The old Harry Kane hubbub seems to have died down, doesn't it? Doesn't seem to be, you know, as much rumouring about as usual, is there? It's all gone quiet. Right, let's have a look at the comments then. See if you lot can keep me going for at least another 14 minutes. Ben Kaufman. All I know is I drank many tasty beers and it's time for bed. Okay, well, bless. In the morning, it's going to be a new dawn for you, sir. New dawn for you. Yeah, Yedinak. There we go. Where is he? Where's my feed direct to Miller Yedinak? Dyer, get off your fucking arse! What are you doing, Dyer? That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be in 14 minutes. 14 minutes. It's not going to be, oh yeah, look at the positives in your play, Dyer. You know, I'm your big friend, you know, because we've played together for, you know, we've been mates since we were both 2. And, you know, I really like you and I hope you come. Dyer! That's what it's going to be. Regime is changing. Regime is changing. Who really cares? All right, how you doing? All right, Governor. I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Pissed off with the cricket, though. Pissed off. Absolute shit show. El Tel Cockerel. Buenos dias, Jose. Compañero. Hang on. I forgot to blow my nose before I went on. Where's the... I need... Oh, there. Yeah, I did brush. I went out this morning. Sometimes, like you know, when you get out of bed and for those lucky of you people out there who've still got a load of hair on your head, as you notice, I'm thinning a bit. Where is it? Just there, just thinning a bit. But when you get out of your hair morning and your hair, you get out of bed in the morning and your hair's all Superman. That's what happens with my beard sometimes. This morning it's all like that. Took me ages to brush it all out and get it right. I have to do a nice shampoo and condition after I do the stream. Countdown starts upon us. Who are we getting rid of once the gruesome twosome ends with the building? Well, there's a whole list, isn't there? You know, it looks like Lo Celso, Reguilon, Tanganga. They look on the move. Winks. Oh, Winks. What a steal. Winks. It looks like Dyer might be hanging around, though, doesn't it? It might be hanging around. Oh, no. Ben says, you weren't listening to the coffee show, Paul, probably because I was in bed. No, man, yeah, I was a bit trying to sleep. It didn't work out. So, yeah, I'm a bit knackered. It's not often that. I usually sleep like a baby. I don't have sleep issues. I hit the pillow, and 7 hours later, I come back to reality. But last night, because I fell asleep during the first 20 minutes of the cricket, which only started at 8 p.m. here, but 20 minutes later, I just couldn't. I was just, and then I woke up early. Woke up at 1. So, what were you on about in the coffee show this morning, Ben? I'll go and have a listen to it. I can have a listen. That's the beauty of the internet, isn't it? It's like you can have repeats whenever you want. So I will have a listen, Ben. If you're giving it a plug, must be something tasty in there. Bazball, what bollocks are they? Are you talking about a cricket? You know, when you declare on the first day on less than 300, that's arrogance, man. Never been done before, and now we know why. Because it's stupid. You fucking lose. And then when you win the toss, oh, we'll have a bowl. We'll have a bowl. And it's not going to work, is it? We're going to lose. We're going to be 2-0 down. That's it. The Ashes are pretty gone. That's it, gone. Because we've got to win the series, haven't we? So that's it, gone. Phew. It's like the 1990s all over again. Good morning, Power Cord. Good morning. Good morning. Here we go. 10 minutes till Ange is our manager. Oh, Jose, get rid of both Pierre and Skippy. Yeah, well, that's one option. I'm just thinking, because Ange is full of surprises. Could one of his surprises be he sticks one of them in defence? I don't think they'd be too bad. I think Skippy's fast enough. I don't know if Pierre's fast enough for what Ange might want, but either of them would be better than what we got. And this is assuming that somehow we don't sign a defender, which I think we still will do. It looks like we're pretty keen on Van der Ven at the moment, more than tap sober. I've got no fact to base that on, just the inkling, the feeling I've got somewhere between my stomach and my spleen. I think it's going to be Van der Ven. And I get these gut feels sometimes. Where are we? I must have done some retweets or something last night. I'm using Twitter a bit more. I don't really, but I only use it for. I only try and use it. Well, I use it for the forces of good. I don't even try. I just don't like getting into silly. People on Twitter just like getting into silly arguments, don't they? Don't like getting into silly arguments. I just can't be asked. Why would you spend your time doing that? But don't think. Here we go. Here we go. This is the first time I tweeted. There we go. 24th of March. Phew, Tuchel is off the Spurs list. We can do without another season of crap ball. Only one candidate in my mind. Ange Postecoglou. Hand him over, Celtic. 67 Hal, who's a very good Celtic fan channel. Hamish over there. I think he does a really good job. So 24th of March, that's when I first tweeted it. I look back, my first message about it was to Irish Hotspur on the 12th of February, saying Ange is the real deal, get him in. And dreams come true. Dreams come true. It's all happening. It's all happening in 8 minutes. Derek Smith has been refreshing himself. Now that must be powerful stuff you're imbibing if you love me. Thank you very much, man. Keep on going. Keep on going. Maybe if you drink more, you'll love everyone in the whole world. Sometimes booze doesn't work out like that way, but with some people it does, Horses for courses, man. Horses for courses. Stephen Blois. Happy Ange Day indeed. What he said to Madison, okay, yep. If you're here or not, you're going to see a different Spurs. Gave me goosebumps. Cannot wait for the season. I know the difference in demeanour between how I felt 2 months ago and how I feel now. I can't wait for the season to start now. Can't wait for the season to start. Almost feel like walking to Perth and watching them. But Perth is very far away. Shark Hunter says, do you ever sleep? Yeah, the world is round. You're not a flat earther, are you? Great to see your enthusiasm. I'm doing here because of Ange. Keep the faith, man. Yeah. I am. I tend to stream. If I'm going to do a stream, it'll be when I get up, and then I'll do a stream in the evening. So that is quite often why I'm the last thing you hear before you go to bed, and the first thing you hear when you wake up. And I'll be hopefully doing one tonight as well. See how we go. In fact, I've got something stupid planned for tonight. I don't know. I'll just tease it like that. Where me and my mate were talking about something stupid, probably a little bit unsafe, but maybe mildly spectacular. Ooh, what's he going to do? I don't know. Zedi says, I love Ange, mate. I'm genuinely going to give him a solid 2 seasons before saying anything along the lines of Ange out. You won't have to. You'll be Ange. There'll be no time limit, man. Once he started, in 2 seasons, he might be off to Barcelona or Real Madrid or something like that. and we'll all be crying like the Celtic fans. That's what he's going to do in 2 years, mate. 2 years. Power cords, yes, it's damn Spurs player. It isn't cheap for us. I know. It's a rip-off, I think, to be honest. It is a rip-off. I've forgotten to check how much it is this year, but, you know, for what you get, I mean, the only reason you get it is to see the pre-season friendlies, really. There's not a lot else on it. Shop, watch, coming up. Oh, it's too complicated. It's a bloody app. I can't be doing with it. But you're right, man. You know, I just, you know, with things like that, and also think this is about streaming in general. Is if you charge like $5 or something, it gets loads of people doing it. I know I'm no businessman, obviously. Look at me, but like if you make things a little bit cheaper, you sell more, don't you? And when it's streaming, it's money for old rope, isn't it? What do I know, though? What do I know about business? I mean, I got my MBA in 2013. I only taught the subject for 2 semesters. What do I know? 24Z, yo, Mr. KRS1, Scott the Rock is back. Here we go. Derek Smith, oh, there's a few you piling in here. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you all. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. You know what? I'm going to have to make sure I don't forget. Okay, Google. What got that going? Okay, Google. Hey, Google. Google, you prick. Ah, fucking hell. Hang on. By the time I set an alarm, it's going to have already passed. Here we go. Alarm. Why is it so fucking hard to set an alarm, man? Why is it so hard? I just want 9 a.m. Save. Right, okay. I can relax. Technology, isn't it convenient? Derek Smith, do you think when Ange gets hold of Kane, he'll sort his head out? I think he'll just find out what's in his head, man, you know, because he's got that football brain himself. And I think Harry Kane has got a football brain, and they'll just bang brains together. I'm being metaphorical here, not literal. I'm not saying literally bang heads together, but he'll just find out what's in his head. What does Harry Kane want from the game? And that will answer, I think, whether he will hang around or bugger off. You know, I'd like him to hang around, even if there's a chance of him going on a free at the end of next season. Because I think Spurs are going to be so bloody exciting this year that I think with Harry Kane, he's going to, you know, if we sell him now for 100 million, I think we're going to get that 100 million back kind of through the year, through shirt sales, maybe getting back into Europe, all that sort of thing. But if Harry Kane's head's being turned at the moment, then it's adios, Senor Kane, isn't it? So, you know, either way, I'm just happy, man. Who really cares? Do you know if the Aussie player Marco Tilio is any good? He's just signed for Celtic. No, I'm not familiar with the guy, man, unfortunately. My knowledge of football players, let alone football in general, is a bit sketchy when it's not Tottenham related. I can't recall that name from playing in the World Cup. That doesn't mean he didn't, though. Who's he playing? I mean, is he coming from the A-League, or is he coming from somewhere else in Europe? I don't know. Barbaric Disdain, yes, that's a fun name. Ange said to Vicario, I chose you because you worked your way up like I had to. Get the fuck out. See? I mean, you know, you compare that to Ten Hag, you know, I would call him baldy, but, you know, it's funny that I've never found the word bald to be insulting, really, because people have said it to me, like it's going to offend me. Oh, you bald fucker or whatever. And I'm thinking, it's just a noun. Happy Ange Day! Happy Ange Day! Ange is here. It's the 1st of July. We have a manager. We've got him in the house. Hey!
There's only one Postecoglou!
One Postecoglou! There's only one Postecoglou. Ange is the king of White Hart Lane. Postecoglou. Postecoglou. There we go, man. We're off and running. We're off and running. We're already supercharged. I mean, Ange has been sniffing around the building already doing stuff, hasn't he? Saying incredible things like Barbaric Disdain's pointed out. I chose you because you worked your way up like I had to. Imagine you're a footballer and you've done that, and someone recognises and says that to you. You're going to become superhuman out on the pitch, man. Superhuman. It's like this story about John Robertson at Nottingham Forest, like a bit of a journeyman player, until Peter Taylor pulled him to one side and says, you know, me and Cloughie think you can play. And then all of a sudden he becomes the best footballer in bloody Europe. So this is it. It's Ange Day. Yes, we've got a manager. The manager of Tottenham is Ange Postecoglou. How fucking awesome is that? Brilliant. Yes. Oh, I've calmed down now, the excitement. Whew. I had a bit of reserve energy though, because the cricket was so shit, so I wasn't cheering for that. So I can let it all out now. Ah, brilliant. Can't wait to hear those first songs that you little scamps in the South Stand or wherever the action is these days at White Hart Lane. I give him a good welcome, man. Every song you sing for him, you'll feel the Ange power bounce back on you. It's like a feedback loop. The feedback loop has started. It has started. Watch out. There's going to be... Oh, I felt a tremor. I think there's been a bit of a seismic shift in North London, mate. Seismic shift in North Leicester. Arteta, we're coming for you. Scum FC, do one. You won't be just moving south to Woolwich. You'll be going to fucking Guernsey. That's where you'll be going. We're going to blast you away. The Gunners my arse. They're like, there's a couple of old World War II guns here in near here in Lithgow, which were going to be used to shoot down Japanese bombers. It's like in the middle of New South Wales. I don't know quite why they thought they would come here, but they're all blocked up. They're all blocked up with cement. You can fuck around with them and that, but they're all blocked up with cement. They're useless. They're a useless set of guns. Ring any bells, Arteta, with your fake $6 Alibaba light bulb? I feel the power when we all join hands. Look, it lights the light bulb. And the stupid Arsenal players go, oh, fucking hell, we got the power. And then they flake it because halfway through the season, they realise it was a fake light bulb because that's scientifically impossible. And they fought a bit. The whole season's based on a lie. Whereas it's going to be based on fact. It's going to be based on football fact, not football bollocks. That's what our season's going to be. Ha! Here we go. Oh. Put a bit of bounce on my step, that. Sometimes it's good to just be a twat, you know. Wouldn't it be fun if everyone was a twat, just was a complete lunatic? It'd be brilliant, so much fun. Oh, the rich tapestry of life. 24Z won't be a press conference, unfortunately. You've got that on the down low, have you? That's a shame, but oh well, we might have to wait until when's the latest it's going to be? I mean, there'll be one before the pre-season starts, won't there? So let's have a look. Oh, of course, because it's off season. You know, come on, Google, give me the thing where it just says Tottenham. Why don't you do that? You do that the rest of the year. Fucking hell. But off season is like we're doing 18th of July. Okay, 18th of July. So, you know, we'll see how long we have to wait. But we'll be hearing from Ange before long. Don't you worry. Dave Smith, we are the Lily Whites. What's that badge you've got there? It looks like a boat. It's not Plymouth, is it? Is it Plymouth Argyle or Portsmouth? They don't wear white. I hope you're saying we are the Lily Whites. I hope you're a Tottenham supporter, not some mole from down South Coast. But yes, we are the Lily Whites, man. We're coming for you. That's what we're doing. We're coming for you, Premier League. Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I am excited. Do you think Scott Munn is doing the business? I don't know much about this Scott Munn character, to be honest. What I do know is he might be good, but he seems like he's had the journey of a typical Australian sports administrator. Went to a really posh private school, just jobs for the boys. Landed on the organising committee for the Sydney 2000 Olympics when he was about like 19. You know, don't tell me he got that job through being some sort of childhood prodigy. And then from there, he's just bumbled his way along through NFL and NRL, and then over to China with the City Group. So I don't know. I might be being unfair to him, but you know, I don't care really, because I think Ange is the gaffer, isn't he now? So I don't know. Maybe Scott Munn is doing something, but at the behest of Ange, not the other way around. Power cord, really need to get Kane out the door. No good for Ange, but look, no. How do you know that? Look, if Kane wants to stay, Kane can do anything. Like Ange, I don't think Ange is going to get rid of one of the best players on the planet just because of his system of football. And, I mentioned this yesterday. I think it's a misnomer that Ange, he only has a plan A in terms of attack, but that does vary. He has varied his tactics over the year, and he's got the best player on the planet who isn't like a worm in the dressing room, Ben Davies, Eric Dyer. Then I think he'll work around him, man. He'll work around him. It just depends, Does he want to stay? Is his head being turned? He'll stay, or should he go? Oh, we've got 45 viewers. I think that's a record. Hooray! Thank you, everyone, for joining in. Hey, it's a record as we all join together across the globe and celebrate Ange Postecoglou Day, the day that we start marching towards glory. That's what we're going to do, folks. Oh, Ben, you're still awake? Or am I really behind with the comments? Oh, fuck, I am. You've all been commenting in loads. Sometimes I have to vamp a bit because I think I might get 2 comments and then everyone will piss off. I have nothing to say, so I'll speed up a little bit. I'll up the tempo, as we will be doing on the pitch now. We won't be slowing around. We're going to be going ping, 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 goal, ping, goal. That's what's going to happen by our lane. Coffee show is great. We talked about rubbish like always. Yeah, they're the best shows, man. Best shows. I'll watch it afterwards, dude. I'll watch it afterwards. I do enjoy your show. Is there a mod anywhere? Give Ben a shout out, will you? If anyone can. Hang on. Do. Bear with me a second. My channel. Where? Now I'm probably going to get feedback. I don't want to hear myself. There we go. Where is he? Where's Ben Coughlin? Where is he? Come on, Ben. There he is. Do. There you go. You're a moderator now, Ben. So you can plug whatever the bloody hell you like. If it's yourself, plug it. You abuse your power. That's all fine, man. It's all fine. There we go. Jose says, hang on, let's be professional. Let's click on that. Ange had a good eye and he knows what shit we have and he'll want rid of them. He will. He likes clear out. Don't forget, Ange likes clear out. Horse's head in the bed material. Oh, well, he's Australian, mate, where it might be kangaroo's head, koala bear's head. Oh, not koalas. They're too cute. Even kangaroos. Kangaroos are cool, but they're very tasty. So, as long as the rest of the kangaroos put to good use. How cool. Hamish is brilliant. Yeah. Oh, you watch him? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How 67. How. Yeah. Cool guy. I like that channel. There's a couple of good Celtic channels I've been watching. I'll probably be watching less of them because I'll be too preoccupied with. I mean, even since that's doing my own streaming, I mean, watching a bit less Tottenham stuff because I do this and then I'm bloody spent. But 6-7 How the Celtic Way, or two that spring to mind for a start. But yeah, nice fine channels. Jason Helms. G'day, Jason. How you going, man? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, brother. How would you feel if we don't get anyone else in the transfer window? I think I'd be okay because I trust Ange that much. Yeah, and thanks for all your help as well, Jason. Look, for some reason, I'm feeling strangely sort of calm. I think it's for the same reason as you. Look, I've done more than one video saying if we don't get a centre back, I'm going to be pissed off. But now that we've got Maddison and Vicario in, and there was someone else, wasn't there? Have we done 3 signings? I thought we did 3. Slow brain, can't remember. I'm kind of at peace with it, because I think if we're not going to sign another centre back, then Ange has got a plan for what something's going to happen in our defence that we haven't thought of yet. And my personal theory might be it could be a Skip dropping back, and there's no wrongness in that. I know Eric Dyer dropped back from midfield because he was too shit for midfield, and guess what? He's too shit in the 18-yard box as well. But having said that, if Ange gets in to play like Graham Roberts, I'm always forgiven. So he does it more than 6 games, which is his thing. But I was having a look at the. Well, look, I'll show you. I've still got it up from yesterday. This is what I was looking at yesterday. Excuse me. It's crashed. The fuck. I'm going to plan B. Hang on. Oh, I forgot. I switched it on now. So we can go portrait. Laptop's crashed. Hang on. Oh, it's got me. Oh, I finally dropped out. I was it's scary. Me sitting next to me. So this is going to be kind of awkward for me to do shit because that's kind of just. Hang on. I'll switch that off and on again. I was having a look at tackles yesterday on statistics yesterday on people doing tackles, and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Skip were surprisingly high up in the list, much higher than Eric Dyer, who's supposed to be, that's his job, but he didn't. Right, so I'm going to try and get this laptop going again. Just bear with me a second, folks. I just gave it a good kick in the bollocks. Oh. Passwords. Who came up with the idea of password? Fuck off. Yes, there we go. All right. Oh, it didn't. Hang on. Look, I'll just give this a little go. I'll sort of task manager. Where's Chrome? It's not even listed. Google crash handler. Don't want that. Running. Don't want that running. Get out of it. I don't understand why I can't. Okay, look, I'm going to just forget that because it's people start going away in their droves. So, oh well, I'm on my iPhone now, so it's going to be a bit more tricky to operate, but we'll have a go here. Let me see where we are. Let me see. I've got to go back up here a bit, haven't I? Oh, okay, here we go. We're here. Sorry, yeah, Jason. Back to you, Jason. Yeah. I'm kind of with you, man. I'm kind of calm. You know, I'm calm about that. I'm calm about I'm calm about the Kane situation because we've got a safe pair of hands on the wheel. Where's the camera on this? We've got a safe pair of hands on the wheel, haven't we? So I can't use my mouse. I've got to do this. Here we go. Lazy, hold on, man. It's not tomorrow yet. Well, it is now. It is now. I was celebrating, man. I was celebrating at 3 a.m. I was tweeting saying, Ange is Australian. I'm counting it as he's our manager now, but for the benefit of the people in England, it is official now. We're 15 minutes into the reign of Ange, 14 minutes, 16 minutes. Every clock I see has got a different time. Aren't we supposed to have some sort of atomic nerve centre linking all clocks together? We're 16 minutes into the reign of Ange Postecoglou. We're playing better football already, aren't we? Better than last year. Thanks, Paul. They would earn more money if it's $5. I know. What do I know, man? What do I know? What do I know? You know, you're not dealing with a finite resource. You're dealing with shit going over the internet. Okay, people are talking to each other. Big up, Paul. Yeah. Google, you prick. Why should I Google? You bloody Google. What's the point of asking me to Google? You Google. I couldn't. You see, I tried to Google there, and the PC just died. Maybe I had some sixth sense that knew if I fucked around with the browser too much, it would just die. Lazy 8. Hi, Paul. Not sure if you know where I work, but I run around yelling all day, then in Google, you prick. Oh, it was me. Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry. Okay. I get where you're coming from there. Thank you, man. Derek Smith, yeah, £45. It's £45 for a few friendlies. All the matches should be shown on Spurs Play half an hour after the match is in. That makes perfect sense to me. Perfect sense. And, you know, I think the only reason they charge that much is because, you know, if you were to look nefariously, you know, for the usual suspects of where you watch live football when you don't want to pay for it, pre-season friendlies are very hard to get hold of. So I think that's probably why they feel they can charge so much, because there's not a lot of alternatives out there, if you know what I mean. Tilio played for Melbourne City. Oh, okay. Good player, but surprised Celtic went for him. Well, you know, maybe maybe Ange has instilled something there. I'd be surprised if Brendan Rodgers have been following them. No, you might have a point here, Power Cord. Maybe it's the likes of Harry Kuehl who's still there, or Kennedy or Strachan. Maybe it's one of the other coaches that are, you know, because Ange just doesn't leave somewhere unmarked. He leaves them usually with always with a bit of success behind them, but always, you know, a kind of new way of operating, a new way of thinking. I mean, Brisbane Roar did fuck all after he left, but Yokohama have won a couple of titles since he left with Kevin Muscat. Don't like Kevin Muscat though. Garsky, Ange can't have players with 1 foot out the door. Exactly, man. 100% commitment. You need 100% commitment from all your team, man. If you want to do what Ange wants to do, which is to have a bit of success and maybe show a few armpits, then you can't have someone not being in on it, can you? Needs 100% commitment, or his teams don't have the edge to win. Kane signs a new contract or is out the door. Well, I'm not sure that signing a new contract is necessary, man. You know, it could be that, you know, Kane can guarantee commitment for 1 more year, and Ange might be happy for that as long as he gives everything this year. I think that's fine as well. And then he leaves. Well, beads are wonky. We looks it on this camera. then he goes with blessings, you know, because it's not like you have to be committed for life. You just have to be committed for the next football game or this season. So I think if he says you're going to sign a new contract, and Kane says no, I'll see what my options are at the end of the year. That might be acceptable, but it's if it's his turn now is the problem. That's the problem I have. Okay, it looks like I'm caught up with planet Earth in time zone in England. Jason Helms, yes, happy Ange Day only one. Postecoglou, that's the way, man, that's the way. Lazy 8, I refer to myself as King Slaphead, Paul. You got some, you got to own some empathy. I don't know. It's just never been something I've been really that fucked about, to be honest. I know for some, you know, everyone's different, aren't they? Oh, is my laptop? Oh, things were moving. Hang on, let's have a look at the laptop here. It doesn't even have a way of switching it off, this fucking thing. Oh, maybe Explorer's fucked. Hang on a minute. I didn't do the old... my 20 years of IT knowledge is coming back to the fore again. If I can find Windows Explorer and do that, then we might be on a winner. Where is it? Windows... Is there no fucking Windows? Have they changed that, have they, in the last 20 years? There's no Explorer thing anymore? Because I sure, hang on, I pulled, because you can't switch it off. You can't switch it off. If I do that, it just goes into standby. Oh, hang on, I held it there. Ah, maybe that's the key. Okay, I think that will happen in a minute. No, it won't. I'll pull the power out. Switch it off. There we go. Kill it. It's like Frankenstein, this bloody laptop. I shouldn't slag it off too much. It's my mates and he's helping me out. Going back to Sydney tomorrow. Yeah, King Slaphead. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, eh? It's weird. But sometimes people say bald with such venom as if you're like going to cry or something. It's like, yeah, but that's what I am. I've got no hair, you know. Who really cares? Says you've won a game match. You've won a game. You've won a game. Watch getting. Sorry, man. Blah, 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 blah. You've won a game. Watch getting Big Ange. Hope he does great at Spurs, and he's won the World Cup league everywhere he's won. He's won. Yeah, well, yeah, yes. I don't know if that was my reason or whatever. Yeah, he's won it. He's won the league everywhere. He's won the league everywhere. Am I dreaming? Yes, I am, because I dream every close season when I've got half a chance. I even had a bit of a dream last close season. The way we finished the season, I thought we might be onto something, but turned out to be all load of wank. But this year, I think it's different. I'll say that every year. No, but this year is different. This year is different. That's why I'm excited. Derek Smith, Ange Postecoglou. Who's that then, Paul? Who's that then, Paul? Who? Yeah. Everyone's going to bleed and find out, aren't they? Yeah, that £45 was 86 Australian dollars for me. 12-month subscription. I was under the impression it was all their games live for the season, including friendlies. I'd be fucked off if that's not. No, it's not. No, you don't get their live games, mate. Well, unless it's changed. It's just a couple of pre-season friendlies and exclusive interviews with like Eric Dyer on an exercise bike. It's just not worth it. I think they might have the youth football, and they might have women's football as well. But I'm not 100% sure on that either. You know, let's hope the women's team have a better year this year. Maybe Ange will spread over to that a little bit as well. Who knows? Don't know. But I don't even know if we've got women's coaching yet. Derek Smith says, "Oh, it's the manager who is going to fuck all over any Premier League squad." I think it's the format I'm reading it in on the iPhone. The words I'm finding hard to get into my brain, actually. So we'll see how we go. Lazy 8, happy Ange Day to all. I'm honestly more excited than I was about when Conte came in. Oh, fuck, man. I'm so much more excited. He's my man. Ange is my man. Even though I backed him until his last rant, I always knew it'd end in flames. This feels so very different. Yeah, and I think we all really knew it'd end in flames with with Conte, didn't we? But I think what we're kind of hoping is that before the Flames, we'd have a bit of silver, you know, or a bit of something to, you know, a bit of success. But you know, even when he was kind of saying when we finished fourth, you know, finishing fourth, you know, it's a miracle. And I'm kind of thinking, oh, how are players going to feel about that? That it's a miracle we finished fourth. That's not exactly, you know, making players feel proud of what they've done. It's just like they kind of jammied it in. 24Z or Z. No, I don't know any inside information. Okay, I wish it was, but it never seems to be. It never seems to be a press conference unless it's like pre-season, for example. Yeah, it might be. Okay, the recent examples: Conte, and Mourinho. I don't think they did one, did they? I can't remember. Can't remember yesterday, let alone that long ago. Maybe my mind's just blanked all that shit out, all that crap football, all that attitude. But yeah, you might be right there if you can remember that better than me. Top Spurs beat up Paul. We're hours away now from Big Ben. From the big man starting the new journey. It's already started, mate. He's on the clock. He's on the clock. I don't think his terms of employment said 1st of July, 9 a.m. Just said 1st of July. That's it. He's us now. He's a Tottenham boy. Jason Elms, yeah, bullish scum. Yeah. Isn't it funny? Football's a funny old thing. But, yeah, I never liked him. I did like one of my earliest football memories. I would have been 5 years old. Was them losing to Ipswich in the FA Cup final, and that made me happy. And I really didn't quite fully understand the concept of, I don't know, supporting a football club and all that at the time. But even so, Arsenal losing the FA Cup in '78 made me a happy little kid. Here we go, Chris Matt Football TV. There you go, man. When he's one's a mod, give him a plug. I'll give him a plug myself sometime. I can't do it at the moment because I'm on my iPhone because his laptop has it actually switched off yet? Let's have a look. Or has it just gone into no? It's just hibernate. Just switch off, you cunt, for fuck's sake. Sorry, Google. Switch off, you counter. I was saying there. I hope your holiday's going well, mate. Looks sweet, man. Derek Smith, yes, Paul, Plymouth Argyle. Okay, I'm a Devon-born support. Oh, right. But you are a Spurs supporter since the Cockney Cup final where we did old Chelsea. Brilliant. Well, at least you've seen some happy times, eh, Derek? Just like me, we've seen happy times. You've seen a bit more happy times than me because you've got an extra couple of cups and a UEFA Cup under your belt, so you've had a bit more fun times than me. Parkour, he's too slow. Oh God, I'm out of the loop here. Who are we on about? I forgot. We on about Højbjerg? You're on about Kane again, are you? He's too slow. Look at Kyogo. Tracks back, makes tackles, and always right. Yeah, but Kane scored 30 goals last year in a shit team. You know, dear oh dear. Yusarian, hey, good morning, Paul. Good morning, Yusarian. I was looking forward to a welcome to Spurs press conference with a few daft media questions. In Ange, we trust Cohen Spurs. Yeah. 24Z earlier has got a good point. We don't know if we do that because I'm not sure I can remember that with Conte or Mourinho, or it might be the case that they just didn't feel like doing it. Maybe Ange wants to get out there and put the bloody Fleet Street meatheads in their place and start engaging with the fans and talking to us because he talks our language, man. You know, he's a great guy. I'm hoping there is a conference or something, or I really do. But at the very latest, I guess we'll have to wait till, you know, pre-season friendlies. The players are due. I believe I saw the players are due to come back to work on the 12th of July. But rumours are a few of them have gone back early to get into Ange's good books, which is a good thing. Good thing, man. Good thing. Derek Smith and Argyle. Oh, and Argyle since Pelé played against. You saw Pelé play against Plymouth Argyle. Far out, man. Wow, that would have been awesome. Well, I've seen Maradona in a Spurs shirt, so maybe not quite the same. I know I don't know. I forgave Maradona years ago, but I understand that people still don't like him very much. But I quite like the guy. Maybe it's purely because I saw him tear up the left wing in a Spurs shirt in Ozzy Ardiles' testimonial. That would have been awesome seeing Pele, man. Fuck's sake, that's a feather in your cap, man. Who really cares? Hamish is moving to Australia, is he? Wow. Oh, well, I wonder what will happen. Excuse me. I wonder what will happen with his channel, whether he'll take it over with him or let something else, or I mean, he's not going to stop supporting Celtic. And there's loads of Celtic supporters over in Australia as well. I mean, I don't think people understand how huge a football club Celtic are sometimes, but they're everywhere, man, everywhere. Lazy Oak Kulu. Oh, I got you. Right. It was the other signing. Okay, we made him permanent. Okay, right. Okay. I was thinking, yeah, I'm sure there was. I'm sure I heard the number 3 somewhere. Kulu. I think you're right, man. Dragon D's nuts. Another top shelf name there. That makes me chuckle because I'm immature. The friendlies are on 10. No, are you shitting me? The friendlies are on 10 play in Australia. Oh, fantastic, man. Oh, brilliant. I won't have to go to some dodgy Russian site and, because, I don't like Russia. Oh, wow, 10 play. Thanks, man. Thanks for letting me know that, because you know what? I don't think I would have even checked. I would have just missed it and then found out afterwards. That is brilliant news, man. Thank you so much for telling me that. Yusarian, have you tried turning it on? No, but yeah, I can't turn the fucking thing off, man. Because with the computers, an off button isn't an off button. So I've pulled the power out because I'm guessing this is an old laptop, and what I'm hoping is it'll just eventually run out of juice and just die on its own accord. But yeah. It's hard to turn things off these days, isn't it? That was a guy who used to work in IT, turn it off and on again is the first thing you do, and then the old trick up my sleeve, tools options worked every time. Richie B, g'day Paul. We need new centre backs. This is pivotal to our progression under Big Ange. Come on, Lee, get your wallet out. Come on, yes. Let's spend some of that Harry Winks money. That money that you would have had market forecasters, wouldn't you? At ENIC headquarters, figuring out, okay, to get rid of Winks, it's going to cost us probably $3 million because we're going to just have to, pay him off for being a twat. But we're getting 10 million, so that's 13 million, other way around, isn't it? That's a start. Then chuck in a bit more money. I mean, it'd be an arse if we played lots of attacking football and still let in 63 goals. I mean, fuck's sake. 24Z says, no, I don't think Conte and Jose did. That's why, I mean, yeah. Okay, yeah, I think you might be right there. You might be right, but maybe that was their choice. Or maybe, I don't know how it works, man. I'm just making stuff up. Phil, come on, you Spurs. Big up, Paul. Number 1 Aussie Spurs fan. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know them all. I'm one of them. We're all the same. We don't have to have a pecking order. As far as I'm concerned, all you got to do is say, come on, you Spurs, and you're as big a Spurs fan as me. That's it. Simple. We've actually had conversions live on this channel, with people for the very first time have uttered those beautiful words or typed them, COYS. That's it. You're in. That's all you got to do. It's that easy. At Arsenal, you've got to walk around with your cock out and do moonies and walk through pig sewage, and to become an Arsenal fan, the shit they put you through, man. It's awful. Tottenham, come on, you Spurs. Piece of cake. Pommy Spur, happy Ange Day, peeps. Yes, it's happy Ange Day. Happy Ange Day. Dragon D's nuts. Press conference is pointless. It'll all be about Kane. Well, it might start off that way. Ange will just address that. He'll address it so well that things will move on to the next subject, man. I don't know. I'm just feeling different to 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I felt almost obsessed with is Kane coming or going, and I've said this a few times. I do repeat myself sometimes. I think it's because the overall state of the club at that time was far worse than it was now, so it was much more important. And then when the season did start, it seemed, the combination of Kane wanting to leave and possibly wanting to leave. I mean, we don't know that for sure, but not being allowed to leave, and Nuno coming in as a coach, it kind of looked a bit to me like Kane was down in tools a bit until Conte came in. But then also Kane had the disappointment of losing the Euros finals with England against Italy during that summer as well. So, he had a lot on his plate. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, not that it matters a fuck what I give, but, there's possible reasons why Kane was off. And none of those reasons are around now. We've got a great manager. We haven't lost a major football tournament. And, it doesn't feel the same. Richie B, it would be good for the fans to hear from Ange this week. It would be, man. It would be. That's why I'm kind of hoping it happens. It's what we all want. We want to hear from him, don't we? Maybe look, Ange will do what Ange will do, but I know he's got our thoughts at heart because he is a football guy. He's not one of these managers that doesn't give a fuck about fans. He's the biggest football fan on the planet himself. Pommy Spur says Ange phone call sold the project to Madison. Yeah, whether you're here or not, you'll see a very different Tottenham under me. He said, "Yeah, I know. Few words, man. A few words. It's all you need as a footballer. A few words. Keep it simple, man. Keep it simple. Don't want bloody Graham Potter with his diagrams, tactics and things like that." That was my recreation of the old spot the ball competition. That complete rip-off of a game where they blank the football out of a photo and you'd have to put a cross where you thought the football was, and you'd have to get it on the dead centre, and you'd end up doing like little clusters of crosses like that, and if you were a nanometer out you wouldn't win it, or they'd pick a shot where everyone's looking like that and pointing and the ball's over there somewhere. Spot the ball. I could turn my missus off easy. I wouldn't say it was a small city, but I wouldn't say it was a small town, but the city limit signs were back to back. Take my mother-in-law. Go on, take her. Tot Spurs. Paul, just hold the power button in for a moment. Well, I've done that and it didn't. Oh, it did beep that time I switched it on, though. It hasn't beeped before. Oh. But I think something different's happening. I think it's actually doing a proper power up. Okay, all right. Well, we might move back to that. I don't know. I'm quite comfortable on the phone now. Phil, come on, you Spurs. Is there an Ange press conference today? Nobody knows, man. Nobody knows. Sometimes I get little tip-offs when Sky Sports are assembling at places. So that will be my thing. I don't know how this person knows these things are happening, and I won't say who it is, but they were right last time something happened, and it was unusual. Neil G, got a feeling Ange will be more popular with us fans than Poch was. Well, that's a big that's a big claim, man. I mean, I'm not going to say Poch. I mean, Poch was and still is kind of, until he moved to Chelsea, incredibly popular. But I like what Alex, box office Alex, says about this. He kind of says, well, since Poch, we haven't had anything really to cheer about, have we? We haven't had anything to cheer about. So, of course, we're fond of Poch. So it might well be that if Ange gives us something to cheer about, he will become more popular than Poch, It's possible. I think I've got the laptop going here now. Yes, all right. Okay, I think we're back in. All right. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Don't mind me. You lot are patient. We're not fucking around. I don't see people fleeing the channel like rats going from a sinking ship. I think you're just morbidly curious as to what I'm going to fuck up next. Here we go. Enter studio. Yeah, there we go. Enter studio. And then, hang on. Whew. Whew, that was close. I nearly broke the space-time continuum there. It was like infinite hospital hippie feedback. Oh, what! Almost damaged everything there. Like hitting antimatter, that was. I hope you weren't wearing headphones, folks. I'm sorry about that. Oh, now it's telling me restore pages. Chrome didn't shut down. You're telling me, you piss off. You're asking for help now. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I run over your cat. Can I buy you, some cat food? That's what that's like. That's saying. Phil Coys is saying, if them words from Ange don't get players on his side, I don't know what will. Is it? Yeah, and it's that's the thing, people, I think people from the top end of town, where I'm talking about, the top end of town, they think you've got to use loads and loads of posh words and, to come across as a genius, where when you can distill so much meaning into such a small phrase, that's bloody genius. So I fully agree with you, Phil. It is absolutely genius what he does. And I'll mention again, it's what Steve Perriman said about Bill Nicholson. He's actually a man of few words, but there were simple little phrases. When the ball goes dead, we come alive. Keep it quick, easy, and accurate. That's all you need to know, isn't it? Nick Mo can all turn off our wires. 10-year Malchus, man. Oh, there we go. Nick. Probably Spurs just need a bit of Chaz and Dave jingle to keep us entertained during. Well, it's funny you should say that. And I've actually looked into how I can get permission to use this, but I'm not having much luck. So if there's anyone out there who's got any links with who owns the rights for this, because I've tried 7 different places now. Then DM me on Twitter, because I ain't got a bloody clue, and I don't, even though I think it is a song of the people, I don't want to go around stealing people's, even though it's our song, they performed it, Willie Morgan, good old Willie Morgan, welcome to White Hart Lane, world famous lane, the Spurs. He arranged it, but I do have I can do like 5 seconds, can't I? And that's your lot. That's all your lot. That's how I feel safe. And I'll just do a quick review of it. Fantastic song. Go out and buy it. So now I can say it's fair use because I've reviewed it. Fair use. But it would be lovely to be able to do that. I would love to be able to play that song as the intro song, to be honest, because it's Tottenham to me, Jason Helms, we need a centre back, and Barca has released Samuel Umtiti. Is he good anymore? Let's see. Let's do the is he statistically better than Eric Dyer test. I'm gonna go to SofaScore, which I can't stand, but I'm just using it for entertaining. Umtiti, okay. So remember, the Eric Dyer score is 6.86 on SofaScore. That is proof positive that statistics are bullshit. Share screen. It's not crashing, which is good. Here we go. Samuel Umtiti. We'll see this together. Is he better than 6.86? 29 years old, La Liga. He's marginally better than Eric Dyer. Get him in the door. Get him in the door. Let's have a look. Oh, left-sided centre-back he looks like. You've been doing your homework, sir. That looks like a position, like the amount of red there, that corresponds directly to lack of talent. It's like if you could do a negative of this picture, that's kind of what Tottenham are like. This is the black hole we've been looking to fill. He's shorter than me though, man. He's shorter than me. They're my two tests. They have as high a statistical score than Eric Dyer, and are they taller than 185 centimetres? So he's 50-50. He's fucking cheap though, isn't he? 4.1 million. Maybe he has been dog shit. I don't know. Matches played 1. Am I looking at the right thing here? Have I balls this up? Where else did he play? What? He played just 1 match. Is that what? I can only do Sofa Score before so long, and it gives me a bit of a migraine. So the answer is possibly, I don't know. Can you play the Adele version? That's copyright. It's not the same, you know. I'm not into Adele's music, but God love her for being a Spurs fan. I have heard her sing the song, but it's the da-dan, da-dan, da-dan. It's that bit that gets me going. I don't know if Adele does it as well. Maybe I could do. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do that on a piano myself. I've got a keyboard at home, you know, so that'd be all right. Which is one of the many items I'm going to have to sell because I've got no money. There is a GoFundMe in the link if you want to help me out, because it's got me so far that I'm not worried for the next 3 weeks. But after that, I start shitting myself again. So any tips in the hat would be well appreciated. It basically means I won't have to live in a car really, and not eat. So you know, or you know, go on the game or something like that. But there you go. That's why I see I'm smiling at the moment, because I'm not feeling the stress at the moment, but it's still looming. I can see a way out though. I'm nearly there. In just 9 weeks, I can start working again. So all my troubles will be over then. And I always pay things forward. One of the reasons I've got so little money is because I've given away so much in the past. And I don't regret it, you know. Bugger it. It's only money. There's no tow bar on a hearse, is there? Well, come on, you Spurs. I don't think you need to look up Eric Dyer. Look up the Eric Dyer test, Paul. Top Spurs, would you take Zaha from Palace on a free for squad? Nah. I don't know why. I don't know. Nah. He did catch my eye a little bit, but then I think he went off the boil a bit. I don't know quite what happened there. Maybe it's the whole Vieira thing. I don't know, but I don't know. It doesn't do it for me somehow. I haven't watched him play a lot. You might have watched him play more than me, and that means your opinion will be more valid than mine, based on more evidence. Pommy Spur, let's hope we have 50,000 fans singing that with all their heart and soul after Ange brings it all back. Oh man, you know, someone asked me yesterday, would I cry if we win a cup? And I think the answer, depending on the circumstances, would be probably yes. But I think I'm going to have tears in my eyes for many other reasons. And if I see the whole of it's making my voice quiver already. Actually, if I when I'm watching one of my games during the middle of the bloody night, if I can hear the whole crowd going and Ange responding, then I think I might moisten up a little bit up here. I might moisten up a bit, and I'd be very proud to as well. It'd be very nice to do that. Never cry when we lose, but sometimes when we win, it's happened. It's been a long time. 84 UEFA Cup final. Fuck me, I was. Oh yeah. Where are we? I'm struggling to click. Here we go. Chris, Meta Football TV. Hang on. I've been talking too much. I'm going to do a Davison Sanchez and Flake in a second. Phil, come on, you Spurs, you're everywhere tonight. Oh, people talking to each other. There we go. It's crashed again, isn't it? No? It's just struggling. Oh, no, we're back. Okay, hello. I'd take Zaha on a free. Be a great option if half the team are going to be cream crackered after 60 minutes under Ange ball. Okay, well, that is a fair point. Yes, that is a fair point because we will be running. You thought we were running a lot under Poch. That's a leisurely stroll in the park, that is. We're going to be running more than we were under Poch. Even though that was a lot of running, we're going to be running even more. Some players ain't going to like that. Some players are going to find that tough. Some players are going to want out just because of that. So, you know, but to your point, Pommy Spur, yeah, and Ange makes substitutions, you know. If you're going flat out, it's not like you get bollocking, but if you're running flat out after 60 minutes and you just run out of puff, it'll just rotate you. No, not out of because you're not putting in an effort, because you've spent everything on the pitch, and that's what you want. Isn't that what we want to see players do? You know, leave the pitch completely bloody exhausted. I mean, it's easy for me to sit here in a, you know, slowly revolving chair, you know, but I mean, that's the ideal, isn't it? You want to see them give everything, because I think fans give everything, you know. There's lots of fans out there that make a lot of sacrifices to go and watch games and stuff like that, buy shirts for themselves, for their kids. So you want to see the same from your players. So Maddison, Zaha, Kane, Son, Cooley, Bentancur, Richarlison. It's looking all right, eh? You know, when you list out the names like that, I'm perking up again. It's a tasty looking team. I'm telling you, man. You know, this is the team that 2 years ago people were saying was brilliant, and we're only saying we're shit now because we were shit last year. But it's looking all right. Is Maddison only spelled with one D? You're kidding? Have I been spelling his name wrong? I better check this. I thought it was double. Oh, it's double D. Okay, but sorry, I wasn't trying to point here. See self-doubt, man. I thought I got it wrong. Yeah, Son. Yep. Nick Brown, Zaha, and Stormzy have bought AFC Wimbledon. Well, good luck to my AFC Wimbledon. That's the new club, isn't it? One of the memories I have of Plough Lane. I can't remember what year it was. Well, Vinnie Jones was playing. I know that because I was at the away end, obviously, at Plough Lane, and I was right near the corner flag, and Vinnie Jones was taking a corner, and I said something not very nice to him. It was a bit out of order, and he just turned and stared right at me, right into my soul, and I swear to God, he looked like he was going to come over and rip my fucking head off, and the blood, because I would have been maybe 13 or 14, the blood, everything just drained from me. I mean, look at me, I'm pale, almost transparent. In fact, I went transparent. That's how pale I went. I absolutely fucking shat myself. I was quivering, man. I was quivering. And I was so relieved when he went on and carried on playing. And I sort of, you know, I think I even mouthed the word sorry to him. He was that bloody intimidating. He was but rightfully so, because I shouldn't have said what I said. And if I saw him now, I'd still apologise for it. Oh, Croydon. Oh, okay. well, you left me down an alley there. Big up Croydon Athletic. Okay. Well, the people got soft spots for them. Yeah, we could do with the Vinnie Jones in our team. Not the Vinnie Jones, because I still feel guilty every time I watched it. Such was the fear, because I knew I did the man wrong. That was the point in it. I thought he was going to come over and kill me because I did say the wrong thing, and it was fearsome. It was fearsome. But I learned a very valuable lesson that day from Vinnie Jones, and you know, I've kept a bit of a rein in on it since that. I was right up there, man. I was right up at the fence. He was like that far, you know. He's like from me, but a bit further than me at this window, you know. And oh fucking hell, it's so scary the way he looked at me. Chris Spurs, I see the Poms are doing well in the cricket pool. Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. We can't we can't. Well, look, I mentioned this at the top of the show here, Chris. What England are doing in this series, just to backtrack a bit, my allegiance does vary depending on the sport, because I've got sort of mixed nationalities, you know, and I ultimately believe that countries are a silly old idea. They're only useful for sport, like football and the Olympic Games. All the rest of shenanigans is a complete waste of every bloody time and money, to be honest, because you'll be wandering around where we want to wander around. You know, every bloody country's on autopilot. You don't need to do anything. So like rugby, I would be going for Ireland. In football, I'd probably have to wait for the kickoff for that one, but it would more likely be Australia over England. But this doesn't mean I wouldn't want these other teams not to win the World Cup or anything like that. I'd be super happy if England won the World Cup. I'm just talking about a head-to-head game, England v Australia. I'd probably be on Australia's side. In the cricket, England, definitely go for England. But the problem is at the moment, what they're doing is, I'm that close to flipping, man, to becoming a dirty flip-flop quisling. That's what I'm doing. Because in the first test, you don't declare on the first fucking day less than 300. That's just complete. I believe the phrase that they're using in Star Trek these days is sheer fucking hubris. That's what it was. That's what Star Trek's become, a big swear-a-thon. Who'd have thought? Oh, everything's so dark, you know. I don't know. So you don't declare on the first day at less than 300. That is absolutely absurd. And we lost that game. You know, you bat till lunch or tea on day 2, don't you? I mean, God's sake. I mean, what do I know? Look at me. I'm not test. I do look a bit like W.G. Grace. So maybe, you know, I have got some authority on the subject. And this bloody test, they're just trying to smack the bowler's head off every ball. No wonder Broad and Anderson are getting the shits. It's like Harry Kane scoring goals, and then he looks back and he sees Eric fucking Dyer letting them in. Hugo Lloris being all Captain Flappy. It's like that. So I think the bowlers are kind of doing a decent job. You know, they're doing all right. It's been a bit of a flat old wicket, this Lord's one. But they've got no target to go for, because their batsmen are all going gung ho. Well, I was trying to fall asleep last night. I heard Justin Langer in an interview on Test Match Special, and I thought he put it quite well. He says, yeah, you know, you like the adrenaline rush of Test Match cricket and opening the batting, but like if you're going for a skydive, you still put a parachute on, don't you? You don't have to whack the fuck out of every ball. You can dock one, you can leave one alone, because at the end of the day, you're not tiring the bowlers out either, are you? You know, you're just letting them to do what they want. And what was the other thing about the game I was thinking? Yeah, winning the toss and bowling. Winning the toss and bowling, you never bowl first. It never works. It never works. Every time I've seen it, there's a bit of cloud cover. There's going to be something in it for the bowlers. Heads. We'll have a bowl. It never bloody works. Never. So we lost that. We lost this match from the toss, and then we lost it because people are just trying to be have a go, Harry, and just thrash every ball. You know, it don't work. It's Test cricket, mate. It's not T20, and England are going to lose. And the only one of the things that's stopping me flipping over like a dirty turncoat is the fact that Warner and Smith are in the Australian team. I've got a hair in my mouth. I don't know if it came from my eyebrow, my beard, or the back of my head. Who knows? It's Smith and Warner being in the Australian team, because I don't like the cut of their jib. But there's some Australians I do like. I like Khawaja. You know, Cummins seems to be okay. You know, I don't know. England have got to sort their shit out, because we're going 2-0 down. That's the Ashes gone, really, isn't it? We're not going to win the next three series on the bounce. The only thing I'm hoping for now is rain, basically. What's the Lord's weather forecast? I looked at it yesterday and was disappointed. Lord's weather forecast. I hope it pisses down. And it's gonna. I know what it's gonna do when I search for this. It's gonna bring me on. All I want when I'm looking for the weather forecast I want it to be the old day. I just want to see a picture of the sun, or a cloud with a bit of rain on it, a cloud with the sun behind it, or a cloud with a lightning strike, or a cloud with some snowflakes. That's what I understand. I know what I'm going to see is just a table of fucking shit that I don't understand. Here we go. Oh, well, I mean, it's not too bad, this one. Oh, bollocks, it's not going to rain. Or is it? Rain. 0 millimeters. Fuck. I'll tell you, it's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good. It's not looking good. And what we're loads behind. No, don't like it. Don't like it. England, the England cricket team have almost pissed me off enough to not want them to win. Jason, Vinnie Jones was spot on in the movie Snatch. He certainly was, man. Yeah, he's good. He's good. I don't mind the guy. I feel that we've got a bond. You know, we've got a bond. He completely destroyed me, and you know, I feel newfound respect for him. Chris Meta Football TV. Grew up in South Croydon. We got a contract to play for Croydon Athletic. No way, man. The year I moved to Spain, so they lost out, I guess. Wow. And you play now, Chris? Wow, cool, man. Chris Spurs, too true, Paul. Very arrogant from England. Glad you like your rugby, being Welsh myself. Yeah, I like some rugby, because over here it's a bit of a hoity-toity sport, rugby union. You know, it's very private schoolboy. So I prefer rugby league as a spectacle to watch over rugby union. But when you get to the level of the World Cup and things like that, then I do like a bit of rugby union. And I understand it's not the same in every country anyway. That's why I probably like going from Ireland over England, because even in England it's a bit posh, isn't it? Totally different in Wales as well. I mean, the Welsh, JPR Williams, Jonathan Edwards. I remember those sorts of players. And was it Jonathan Edwards versus the Barbarians, where it's one of the best tries you'll ever see. Go and search that one up on YouTube. I think it's is it Edwards versus the Barbarians, or is it JPR Williams versus the Barbarians? Fucking awesome game. So I like that. You know, rugby union, there is a lot of good in it. You know, Ireland and Wales especially, and New Zealand, to be fair. New Zealand, it's not the same, but in Australia, it's posh school stuff. Not interested. Don't know why the Welsh flag is coming out as black. I thought that. Why is he? I think that's the Libyan flag. The Libyan flag is all black. I seem to remember somewhere back in my brain, but I might be wrong on that one. Poppy Spurs, you should write your own Spurs jingles, man. That would be gold. Get the old band back together. Yeah, well, it's just it's like herding cats, and you know, when I did have the intention of writing a song about Ange. I'll read out some of the words to you. All right. So let's just run this one by you, because it got no further. Because I got to give it with my mate, and you know, sometimes you just don't feel the music vibe. You know, don't like to force it. It was a while ago. I don't know what the tune is yet, so I can't sing it. So it starts off with a bit of Greek, LRA, which is like, come here. LRA, Elahu, ooh, Ange Postecoglou. LRA, in white and blue, ooh, he's coming for you, we're coming for you. He's got Aristotle in his head, Ferenc Puskas in his boot. He's the down under thumper in a jumper or a suit, the champion of 3 countries and the Asian continent. You'd think all that glory would make a man content, but you know what? We know what. You know what? We know what. You know what? Ooh, Ange Postecoglou. He never stops, we never stop. He never stops, we never stop. Till Spurs have won the lot. But that's as far as that went. Gareth Edwards, yes, legend, yes, absolutely. Oh, Jonah Lomu. Oh, I remember just him running over Rory Underwood in that World Cup. Oh, bloody hell, man. But was it 2011? 2011 Rugby World Cup? I would go for England over Australia there, and I know that because I was at the final where with Johnny Wilkinson. So in rugby union, it would be England over Australia for sure. Studs Lanigan. Wow, that's a feisty old name you got there, sir. I like that. It's like Studs Lanigan. Hi, big chap. Oh, hello, man. Glasgow Celtic calling. How, sir? For some reason, I thought you were an Australian, like the War Colonial boy. I'm sort of a mixture now because I moved here when I was 22, and I'm 51 now, so I've spent most of my life here. But got Irish in my blood as well, from my mum's side. So that's why Celtic that's what happens, isn't it? Celtic are your second team, isn't it? That's what happens. Yes, sorry, nice to hear you're a league fan too, Paul. We don't have to talk about state of origin. Oh, no. Where's the ban button? I did like you, Syrian, but you've burnt your bridges. I love that passive aggressive. Isn't he passive aggressive? Oh, we don't have to talk about state of origin. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, we won't mention it. No, New South Wales was shocking, man. New South Wales was bloody shocking. Queensland deserved to win it. I don't know why they bother playing the third game. Who gives a fuck? You know, it's gone. Series is gone. The problem with Queensland is they got Ben Hunt, who's a thorn. It's because I support the Dragons, and Ben Hunt is a tosser that's completely fucking us at the moment, and I just want him gone. I want him to go to Queensland. I want him to piss off now, or put him on the bench. Lyrics copyrighted Paul Bailey. Oh well, you know, I don't know if anyone's going to make a quid out of that. If they do, you know, acknowledge me. Someday I might get around to doing a song. I did have a bit of a riff and tune in my head. I did a riff for it. I'll play you the riff. Fuck it. I won't get copyright strike for it because it's my music. Now, bear in mind, this was just a YouTube video I sent to my mate, so it's not perfect. It's just something that popped into my head. But this was going to be part of it. Of course, it doesn't show me the channel, does it? It just shows me the songs. Hang on. I just want to go to my channel. Fuck's sake. I'm not doing this to get anyone to subscribe or anything like this, because this is all just me and my mates fucking around, or you know. So I'm not asking for the subscribes and likes and all that sort of stuff for this one. But now and then I will play stuff from it. Here we go. Hopefully the sound comes through. All right, so this is the bass riff I've got in mind. It'll probably take me a few bars to get into the groove of it, but we'll see how we go. Groovy, actually. But there's enough of that. But I will tell you, the best punk song that you've never heard of is this one. I can't play it because there's lots of swearing in it. But Surfing Up the Thames is a cracker. I'll put that. I'll put the link in there if you want to listen to it. But like I say, no subscribing and liking and all that. This is just for you select few people in here who might give a shit. But I like this song. Got it played on the radio once, which was quite a buzz. But it is quite sweary. When they played it on the radio, they only bleeped out the first swear word. I was laughing my head off. Yeah, get it down with the piano. Yeah, well, I've got a keyboard maybe for the next couple of weeks until I sell it. Remember GoFundMe in the league. I'm going to be selling my guitar. I'm going to be selling my piano. That's what I'm going to have to do to get through this period. Don't want to do it, but they're only objects, and I figure someday in the future, I will have money again, and then I'll be able to buy equivalents. But my guitar is something I'm particularly attached to, and it will be a sad day when I get rid of it because it'll probably be worth fuck all. But I'll need to eat basically. So there you go. Anyway, enough of that. Studs Lanigan, Glasgow Celtic song sheet is the number one in history. Look, you know what, and because I was watching a lot of your games because I've been following Ange for years, and yeah, you're right. I was really so impressed. I mean, obviously, I can't say your fans are better than our fans because that's how football works, mate. But I will say it was spine tingling. When Ange got you lot going and you got him going, it was I had a lot of fun watching it. A lot of fun. I actually had way more fun watching Celtic last year than Tottenham. Tottenham was like, I have to watch Tottenham because I have to bloody watch this team. But I hope we got a big old stadium, mate. We could get things going, and it's not like we don't have good songs at Spurs. We have very good songs at Spurs. I think we're going to see a different Tottenham Hotspur Stadium this year. So it might be 1-0 at Glasgow Celtic at the moment, but it's only half time, mate. It's only half time, mate. And we've managed to take one of your players. We've taken Ange. So don't be so cocky. I don't think you're going to be as loud this year under Brendan Rodgers. So there we go. Bobby Spur, love it, man. Yeah, a bit of funk. Yeah, funky, punky, psychedelic rock. Oh, any thoughts on Colin A, man? Oh, you've got a picture of a guitar there, so I'm assuming you might be talking about a musician. Well, the obvious answer is no thoughts because I don't know him. I'll just I'll Google him just to see if it's someone I have ever. Who is this? Colin. I can see he does tour. Oh, he's in Men at Work. Okay. Oh yeah, no, they're a cool band. Unfortunately, because of the way music and the world is at the moment, Men at Work are not getting much money for that song anymore. Which is the only song you probably know, Land Down Under, because they had the temerity to play on a flute. That bit that goes. That's from a nursery rhyme, right? That's from a nursery rhyme that everyone sings. It's like Happy Birthday, but there's still an estate or people that own the rights to that song, and they sued Men at Work for it, which I think is, it's bloody terrible. I'm sure if they'd have known that at the time, they just wouldn't have put it in it. They would have done something else. I don't think it's that makes the song, but it's just part of an Australiana feel. That's what they were going for. And if they'd have known, we've got to think about copyright and public domain and all this bullshit, they would have just done something else. I don't think they were intentionally stealing it, but the law is the law. Stas Lanigan, Hospital, yeah, you got this. Yeah, man, don't sell your guitar, man. What will you give for it? I don't know, man, but I will have to do it, unfortunately. That's what I'm going to have to do. It's only a thing. I am attached to it. It is a rarity because it's a model called Fender Rascal, which they only made for about 6 months in 2014. And it was one of those times I went into the guitar shop. And as soon as I saw it, I thought, that one. And then I played it, and it's got lipstick pickups, very unusual for a bass. 3 lipstick pickups in like a Stratocaster thing, so the variation in tone is amazing. I put some nice flat wound strings on it, so because it sounds nice like that. But it's just facts, man. It will have to go. I mean, the GoFundMe is going well, so I'm hoping the GoFundMe will kind of bail me out, and I won't have to do it. But at the moment, it's going to have to go. I'm not trying to sound like blackmailing. Give me money or I'm selling my guitar. It's just life, man. That's all. I've already had a lot of help. I've had, you know, that GoFundMe is giving me already more money than I thought it would give me, to be honest. So I'm not, you know, I hope that really didn't sound ungrateful, because you know, when I saw how much had been raised after 12 hours, I had tears in my eyes, because I thought, fuck me, this is, you know, this at least gets me through the next few weeks, you know, whereas I was in imminent danger of, you know, not knowing what the fuck to do. Not suicidal, I must stress, never suicidal. I'll live in a park before that happens, so that's all right. Yeah, that GoFundMe, if I get that amount, then it means I'm okay until I can start work again. I was like, thank fuck for that, because unfortunately I fall through every bloody loophole for government assistance as well. Thanks, government, for giving me fuck all when I need it, even though I've paid lots in taxes over the years. But that's all right. That's all right. You sleep well. I'll give it to Postecoglou. Yeah, look, I thought that one was a little bit lame, though. That one was a bit lame. But I like the simple one. Just the it was almost like the caravan, the old jazz song. Ange Postecoglou. That was a good one. So yeah. And there's a lot more banging going on in Scotland. Banging shit. We need a bit more banging shit in England. Doesn't happen as much. Not at the top of the town, anyway. It does in lower leagues. Scottish, actually, my bad. That's all right. Oh, you didn't say, yeah, Scottish. Maybe you didn't use the other word there. I didn't see it. Maybe you deleted it. Okay, good. Scottish. Never happened, mate. Never saw a thing. Bobby Spur, how much would you sell it to us to permanently loan it back to you? That's very kind. We'll see how the GoFundMe goes. Well, what I'm thinking of doing, actually, because I don't like going on about it all the time, because, you know, it's I want to entertain people, and you know, and I'm enjoying doing the streaming. This is the reason I'm doing this stream, was because it's giving me something to occupy my mind, and I'm absolutely loving doing it. You know, all you guys, you know, you don't have to be giving me money and shit to keep my spirits up. That's the main thing. I probably will next weekend do a long 12-hour stream again, just to see if, you know, how that goes. You know, every little helps, but that's all right. Anyway, look, I'll just have a quick look to see if there's any. What time is it in England now? It's 1:20 a.m. So it's a bit early for an Ange press conference, but I'm ever the optimist. So we'll just see if there's anything on Spurs official. You know, let's have a look. Have they done it? Let's have a. Well, let's see what last word in Spurs. Because I find last word in Spurs, their Twitter, they seem to be on it a lot with what's going on. Oh, they're asleep though, aren't they? Is there anything else happening in the Spurs sphere? Let's have a look. Tottenham. Tottenham Hotspur. Oh God, they've look at this for the profile photo. No, Tottenham, no. The hell are you doing? Look, that's what they got as their Twitter profile photo. No. We know you're selling shirts, and if you are going to sell shirts, don't make it look like that. Look at this. It's a perfume advert. Perfume. Modern classic. Oh, wow. Really clever marketing there, Mikey. Modern classic. Because it's like old and new at the same time. Modern classic. Wrong colour shorts. It's not modern classic. It's pretending we're playing in Europe when we're fucking not. That's what it is. Modern classic. Can't you have a picture of the Cockerel or some fucking old people, you know, players lifting cups and shit? A montage of that, you know? Look at them. There you go. It's like an old Elvis Costello video, isn't it? I was saying Colin Hayes, Scottish moved to Oz years ago. Oh, okay. Oh, right. I see what you're saying. Oh, I didn't know that, man. Didn't know. Yeah, they're still bobbling around. They'll be asleep. 118 in the UK here. Yeah. £10 pom. I was more like a $4,000 pom when I came over. Yeah. Exactly. I think you put it even better than me, actually, Pommy Spur. There you go. Personal automatic. Get your whites whiter than white. Oh, I was playing football on it was on a billiard table, but I did have a slight smudge on my shoulder, because we don't play in mud bars anymore. But thanks to Personal Automatic, look at that. It's so powerful, it makes your shorts white. Shame it doesn't make the bloody lettering there white as well, or blue or something. Yeah. There we go. Well, here we go. It's nearly 2 hours, so I think I'm done. I'm going to go and don't know if I'll attack the day today because I didn't sleep well last night, but we'll see how we go. As always, thanks for watching, and click like and subscribe. I'm comfortable with saying that. I just don't like giving people a bollocking about it, because I see some people giving a right bollocking. Fucking all these people watching, no one fucking. Just do what you want, man. But thank you for clicking like and subscribe. And I do have something in my mind for a stream in maybe about 8 hours time, something like that. I don't know if it's going to happen because it's a bit silly, but we will see. Sometimes I'm just an ideas man, and doing things is a different story. Those photos as good as tell you Kane ain't going nowhere. Well, let's hope so, man. I mean, it could be a sign. I like the tea leaves you're reading there. Look at that. There's my tea leaves. There's like 3 dots. It's like our defense. All right, here we go, man. Okay, I will end it there. And happy Ange Day to all of you. We have the manager. The road to glory, Tottenham Hotspur starts right now. And it starts with Ange Postecoglou. Come on, you Spurs!